Hello again, welcome to the third tutorial on my new plugin CollisionDeformer. Now this one is going to go to the next set of parameters, which are the bulges. As you can see, there's a bulge strength, a distance, and a shape. And the shape is a spline that you can tailor as you like at this point. And I'll just give it something nice. So we'll give it a curve and make it more realistic. There we go. And this is a basic Cinema 4D spline interface, so all the same parameters and settings are available that you would get with your spline interface. Okay, the first thing you need to do to see any bulges is you have to set the strength. So we'll try it first without the strength setting. And you see it just presses the plane in and does not much else. Here, set this to 0. Yep. All right. So if you actually want to see the bulge, you have to set a strength. Let's make it about 40%. See what that looks like. And I'll explain bulge distance in a second. So first we're going to actually push this in, and then you can start seeing what's happening. So you see that when it deforms the plane, now there is a ring in the shape of the spline that deforms the surface outside of the actual collision. And that's to give them a little more realistic volumetric deformation on the object to simulate whatever type of material you're trying to simulate being deformed. You go back in here and I can show you how the distance works. So we'll set the distance down to a small value, maybe 20, and do the same thing. You see there's a very small impact. It's just a small ring that is formed by the spline. And if you want to, so what this represents, the bulge distance, is how far away from the collision this bulge shape will spread across the surface. So we can increase that again to something much larger. Let's make it 300. And then take our sphere and do the same thing, and you see it covers most of the surface at this point. Now what we can also do here to improve this, here is we can take this down to a reasonable level. Let's say we have something that's like a rubber sheet, maybe 140 or so, and we'll take the strength up and we'll make it a very elastic sheet. So we can take it up to about 100, and you should see the variation here in a sec. So now when you push in, you get a very profound shape. And these values are pretty much unlimited, so if you really want a big splash, you can set this to whatever you want, even higher than 200%. As you can see, you get more of an impact crater in this way. And you can change the shape of the spline to be whatever you like. You can add multiple ripples. To get a different effect. Maybe like a stone hitting a pond and ripples moving out. And you can animate these features so that if you wanted to actually have the distance move out, that would actually work. And that is about it for the bulge strength. Again, as I say in the documentation, I wrote this to have a very simple, easily understood interface so that it wasn't a complex mess that people couldn't understand. As it goes on in time, there might be more features and more things that it can do, but for now, I kept all of the power as simple as possible. All right, I'll see you in the last tutorial for this basic tutorial setup. Thank you very much.